we praise and sing an alleluia to Sister Sausage, Sancta Anduria, and lift up Bonus Sanctus Hamus, who died for us, covered in gems. Pray, listen now to the true words descended from the clouds like birds dropping blessed nuggets from on high. Don't stand beneath when they fly by. I'll start my sermon with Saint Ham, a martyr true, and that's no sham, a salty saint. So, all should raise a cup in thanks of cherry glaze.
Yeah.
Of his forebears, make some hay, like offspring, so they say. Duns Scotus claims to deny his father was Saint Dimwit. I won't dwell too long on what his dam was called.
Wham, bam, and thank you, ma'am.
His godparent, the good Saint Louse, saw him be brought into the house and blessed him. We're not sure just when. And thus it lies beyond our ken to know the date his feast day falls. So round the year in huts and halls, we celebrate his merits great. At groaning tables pass the plate of saintly smoked flesh. It is nice to taste his grace in every slice. His martyrdom I'll now recall. But do fortify yourself withal in memory of him, for each cup drunk does him honor. Bottoms up. Now, we shall truly venerate Saint Ham. Great with mustard sweet and strewn with cloves, he gave his flesh, show him some love. All hail, good brother Ham. Now hear his martyr's death. It was a year back in the days of Charlemagne, who fought for France and for Champagne, and swore by Bacchus, god of wine, who renders every man divine when he imbibes. Saint Ham was known to preach the word of Bacchus, lone god who makes fools speak truth, and sage men spew claptrap in their prime age. On his disciple, Bacchus did smile, greeted him,
Away.
without guile, showered the earth with vines, and lo, brought forth fine vintages of Bordeaux. But deadly foes, all full of hate, for brother Ham did lie in wait, and capture him, and place him in a smokehouse. We'll come back to him when he's done to return. Now we must tell his sister's tale. You see, both suffered martyrs' passions, trials of rabid, ravenous porcophiles. Thus on All Souls' Day, we salute their sacrifice with spice and fruit. But now we lift our thoughts on high for Sister Sausage. She did die at hands most bloody and unclean, for knaves whose slicing knives were keen did slaughter her and bled her out. mangled her in a grinder, snout and all, then wrapped her in a shroud and hung her up before a crowd where, twisty in the breeze, she stayed for many days. Ooh. Then, unafraid of their foul deeds, they cut her down, and as if deaf to her renown, sold her carnal remains dirt cheap, a steal in truth. But we must weep again for folks who, not content at former tortures, did consent to placing her upon a grill. And roasting her on live coals. Ill wind it is, though, that blows no good, for those who mistreat her sainthood burn tongues and fingers in their haste of holy flesh to get a taste. Her saintly fat, fine bread absorbs. Her followers find her just adorbs. Now, strange as it may seem, our cis saint sausage grants great joy and bliss to women. We don't know quite why. Slip me the sausage, they'll say. I want you in the worst way. Nay, give me your banger now, today! For centuries, this has remained a truth in sooth. Our saint's unstained renown contains more salty fare than this, but that's all I will share. I think you've got the gist. Now, back to good St. Ham and the attack that brought him down to his butt ends. Pray hearken to me, all my friends. Our saint was like a fatted calf rent quite in twain. Oh, his better half was soaked in salty brine. The rest of his remains were then undressed, chopped up, and thrown into a pot and boiled in roiling water. Not a bit of him escaped. The woe and agony. The final blow was when a merchant sold his course, but 30 shining coins, of course, to a rich knight who vowed he'd feast upon our saint, basted and greased, his joints carved at in slices thick, until no bone was left to pick. But lo, in death, he does not cease to do great things. His works increase. The languid call on him, for he is good for what ails, verily. He brings cheer to the pale and weak, and fortifies the mild and meek. It said a blind man lost or gained his sight when he partook of him. That's right, he is just that good. And that's not all his miracles, for if you call upon him with his special prayer, bring home the bacon, and take care devoutly to invoke his name at inns and taverns, where his fame is legendary, you'll be blessed with a full plate and blissful rest. All that I've said so far is true about St. Ham. I leave to you to judge the true from what is false, so take what's next, cum granum solace. For once, it's claimed, St. Ham did stray from holy paths, and ran away and dallied long, and lost his head with a tasty deviled egg. They fled to take refuge and sanctuary with a holy hermit elderberry, and lived to ripe old age. Some claim this marred ham's once unsullied fame, but as with Sister Sausage, less about that said the better. Guess it's time that we go seek their shrines. Drink pints, raise glassfuls of good wines, recite the credo, I believe in ham and sausage, and receive their pardons. So then, full of grace and ale, you will soon stuff your face. My sermon's done. I must be gone. Farewell, and now, go tie one on.
These clothes are so much fun.